What's up, guys? Today taking a look at Rain from the Colt. Got some chorus, delay, and reverb on. Also a clon as a clean overdrive. So I like the extended version of this. That's what we're going to start out with. It's not much different than the original, and we're going to get to that in a minute. But I wanted to briefly touch on this. I thought it's really cool. Third and second fret, second string, third fret, third string on second fret. You're gonna pick 4, 3, 2. That's gonna ring out, and right after that, the second guitar comes in on 15th fret. You're fretting second string 15, 14, and 13. You're gonna pick that once, and it's gonna be a vibrato. And then you're going to pick that second string in the 15th fret. Again, we're going to do a whole step bend up and release. The pitch you're aiming for is if you fret it that second string in the 17th fret, that's what you're looking for. So you got the, and then you bring that back down. When you bring it back down, you're gonna pick second string 15 once, and then you're right to second string 13 twice. So all together you have. Alright, so that's all I'm going to talk about with the extended version. We'll get into the regular version, and we're going to break this picking pattern up into two different pieces, and then we'll move along into the other parts of the song. So as we did in the extended, second string on third fret, third string on second fret, you're going to pick 4, 3, 2. Unlike the extended, that doesn't ring out. So this that was your very first part of the first part. Second part, we're fretting third string, second fret, second string on first fret, and we're picking open 4, 3, and then 2. And then the third part in this first part, we're going to come over to third fret. We're fretting fifth string on third fret, fourth string on the second fret, making sure not to mute the third out, and we're going to pick 5, 4, and then 3. And then the fourth and final part of this first part, it's third fret, you're fretting sixth string, and then fifth on the second, being careful not to mute this fourth out, and you're going to pick 6, 5, 4. That brings us to the second part of this picking pattern, and you're coming back to third fret, second string, and second string, third fret, but we're also going to fret the first string on the first fret, and we're going to pick 4, 3, 2, 1. And then right after that, you're taking your index finger off the first string, picking that open once. And that is the first part of the second. So the second part is identical to the second part in what we did the first time around. Third string on second fret, second string on the first fret. We're picking the open 4, 3, 2. And then we're going to come back, and it's, we're coming back to third fret. We're fretting the fifth string, third fret, fourth string on the second fret, being careful not to mute the third out. And then over here on first fret, we're fretting the second string, and we're going to pick 5, 4, 3, and then 2. Right after that, you're taking your index finger off, you're picking that open second string, and then the fourth and final part is going to be third fret, you're fretting sixth string, fifth string on the second fret, being careful not to mute this fourth out. You're fretting first string on the first fret, and the picking order is going to be 6, 5, 4, and then 1. And then right from there, you're going to fret the first string on third fret. You're picking that twice. All right, so now we're into another picking pattern, which is a lot easier and it's a lot of fun to play. It's played twice, and I'm going to break it up into, instead of 4 pieces, I'll actually tell you where, you know, the second piece ends and then the third piece starts to do the third and fourth piece. But it's second string on the 7th fret picked once, second string 6th once, second string 5th once, third string on the 7th twice, and it rings out right after that second pick, which takes us into the second part of this. And you're going to pick that third string on the 2nd or 7th fret again. Then it's right back to second string 6th fret once. And a good practice would be bar the 2nd and 3rd on the 5th. And you'll see why, because you're fretting 2nd string 5th fret, picking it once, and then you're coming right up and picking or fretting 3rd string on the 5th picked once, and then we're right over to 2nd string on the 8th picked once, which rings out and would be the end of the second part. And then right from there we're starting the third part and fourth part. So you're going to pick that 2nd string on the 8th fret once, and then 2nd string 6th fret once, and then, you know, again with the bar, but just for demonstration purposes, 2nd string on the 5th once, and then 3rd on the 5th twice, which rings out, and then you're going to pick that again, which we're now into the fourth part, and then we come back and fret the 3rd string on the 7th fret picked once, to 2nd string on the 5th once, and then 3rd string on the 7th once. And again with that bar, you know, if you have a bar, you're going to pick 3rd string on 5th once, and then 3rd on the 7th, and then that whole thing repeats again. So that would be the end of the fourth part. So to put this together, and I'm just going to be barring 2 and 3 on the 5th there, just to make it easier, and play. And then that would play exactly the same way again. All right, so now we get into the palm muted power chords, and then there's some open power chords. So if you just want to know what they are and how many times they're strummed, you got a D strummed 6 times, and it's slid to 5th string, slid to the 3rd, and then you're going to repeat it. Then you go to a C and a G, all palm muted, I'll repeat it twice. Then we get into 1 strum through an F, 1 strum through a C, and 1 through a G, all done once, everything repeated. Now, for those that don't know what all that is, we'll break it down. 5th on the 5th, and then 3 and 4 on the 7th, either fretted or barred, or you can just use the 4th string on that 7th. And remember, these are palm muted strums. You're going to do it 6 times. On that 6th time after you strum, you're going to take your finger or fingers off, and then it's going to be 5th string on 5th fret, slid to 5th string 3rd fret. So you got, and you're going to repeat that. Once that's repeated, you're fretting 5th on 3rd, and then 3 and 4 on the 5th, or barred, or just the 4th on the 5th, and then you're going to do strum through 5, 4, 5, 4, and 3, and that's going to be 6 times. And then we're going to jump up and fret 6 on 3, and then 4 and 5 on 5, or bar it, or just fret the 5th, and then we're going to strum the 6-5 or 6-5-4, and that's going to be 6 times as well. Palm mute it. And all of that repeats 2 times identical, and it finishes right there. Now we get into some open power chords where it's 5 and 7th fret, 5 on 5, and then, like I said, 3 and 4 barred, or just the 4th. You're going to strum 5, 4, 3. That's going to be once. And then right after that, we're going to come, and that's a D power chord, and then we're going to come up to the 1st and 3rd fret, 6 on 1, and then 4 and 5 are just the 5th, and you're going to strum 6-5, 6-5-4 once. That's an F, and then we're going to drop back down and fret 5 on 3, 3 and 4 on 5 are just the 4th, and we're going to strum through 5-4, 5-4 and 3 once, and that is your C chord. And then we're gonna jump up, fret 6 on 3, 4 and 5, or just the 5th on the 5th, strum 6-5, 6-5-4 once, and that's a G, and that's gonna repeat a 2nd time and end right there. Okay, so right after that we're gonna do this part again. That's going to happen twice. Then we go back to our D chord, and you're doing that 6th slid to that 3rd. Now when you slide there, you're going to slide the pick up that 6th string, and then it's right back to the D chord. Then it's repeated again. And then we're to the C, to the G, and then it's right back to that D chord, and then that's repeated twice, and then the C is repeated, and then we repeat that whole open. 2 times. That takes us back into the next part, which is what we did. Played 4 times. Alright, so that brings us to 2 new parts that we did not learn yet. The first time it's played and the second time it's played, it's exact except for the last 3 notes. And I should say 3 frets. So we're going to start out pinky on 3rd string 7th fret picked once, and then 3rd string 5th once, 3rd string 4th once, 4th on the 7th once, 4th on the 5th once, 4th on the 7th once, to 3rd string on the 4th once, and we're going to pick it and slide the 7. So the first time that this is played, it's the same as the second, but it's this last couple of notes that are different. So 3rd string 5th is going to be picked once, 3rd on the 4th once, and then 3rd on the 2nd once, and this, rings out. And then the 4th time it's played, it's just those 3 notes that are different, which to run through this, it's going to be. The second time, it's going to be almost the same. So when we slide the 7, we're going to pick that 7. Then we're going to go 3rd string on the 5th fret, picked once. The 3rd string on the 4th once. And that's where that second time ends. So you just have. Alright, so the next part is a new part. You're fretting 4th string on 12th fret, and then on 14th, you're fretting the 3rd, and over here on the 15th, you're fretting the 2nd string. You're going to tuck your index finger up under that 5th because you're going to be strumming this. It's going to be strummed 10 times, and you're doing it for the count of 8. So that means like you're doing 8 times. So you're strumming it 10 times once, and then there's 8 more times you got to do it, and it just sounds like this. Alright, so that's going to take us into the solo. The solo is a very simple solo. I'm going to break it up into 4 sections, but you got to play it twice. So we're going to start here on the 6th fret. You're fretting the 2nd string on the 6th fret picked once, to 2nd string 5th fret once, then we're coming over to 3rd string 7th fret picked once, then we're coming back to that 2nd string in the 6th once, 2nd string 5th once, and then it's 3rd string 7th fret. We're going to pick it twice. And then the second time it's played, there's just a little bit of a change up. We're still starting out 2nd string 6th fret once, 2nd string 5th once, and then 3rd string 7th once, just like we did, but this time we're going to pick it twice. Leave it ring a little, and you're picking it a 3rd. And then we're coming back and fretting the 2nd string and the 5th once. From there, that leads us into the 3rd part. 2nd string 8th fret, you're picking it once, leaving it ring a little bit, and then doing it again. Back to 2nd string 6th fret once, 2nd string 5th once, and then we're coming over to 3rd string 7th picked once. Now that takes us into the 4th part, and it starts the exact same way the 1st and 2nd part did. 2nd string 6th fret once, 2nd string 5th once, and then we're going to go ahead and refret that 3rd string 7th fret. You're going to pick it that twice, and then leave it ring, and you're picking it again. And right up to there is the same as the 2nd, but instead of doing what we did the 2nd time, we're going to come up and fret the 3rd string on the 5th fret, picked once, back to 3rd string on 7th once. So that's all 4 parts, and then all of that will repeat again. So just to put this together, it's going to be... and you would play that a 2nd time, and that is your solo. Alright, so that takes us to the end of the song. It's something you already know. It was the 2nd picking part, the easier picking part, where you're barring 2 and 3 here on the 5th. You're going to play it twice, and then the song is done. So just to refresh your memory, it is... You play that another time and the song is done.